Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is iAllegedly. And we've got a good one for you today. I am still up in Solvang today. And we got a warning from Bank of America. Major issues as far as liquidity with banking, as far as consumer debt. And it's something we all need to take a look at. And before I get into it, please take a second. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And today we have a sponsor. Truly one of my favorite companies, Private Internet Access, and I'll cover them a little later, but let's get into it in regards to Bank of America. This is serious. Bank of America is concerned about a few things. They're concerned about the liquidity of banking in regards to repos, in regards to the money that banks lend each other overnight. And the repo market is something that they're really concerned about right now because they see it as something that's going to freeze up. And right now, they see a real problem with people having very little money and using consumer credit to get by. Now, the average person, their credit, they use 5.3% more credit in the last month alone. Rents went up 7.3%. The biggest amount of people that were hit the most were people that made between $51,000 and $55,000. Now, if you don't think that your bank knows exactly how much money you make by putting money in and out of the account and everything, they know everything about you guys. So they're concerned about that. But they're also concerned about, the economy in general and how they're lending money from bank to bank. So we need to look at this because what's going to eventually happen with this clown car of an administration that we have, and I'm talking about both sides right now. The fact that they just approved this Inflation Reduction Act is ridiculous. It's funny. And again, it's a clown car. Think about this. The economy is sagging right now. Inflation is raging. You can sit there and believe it's at 8.5%. Somebody brought up such a great point to me today that inflation in April, remember it dropped in April and inflation had peaked and then it went up higher than it had ever gone up before. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what we're experiencing right now. But it's not going down. So as I travel and as I'm out and about, I see that things are much more expensive. I see that when you talk to the, people at the hotels, people can afford to buy things. People are concerned about every aspect of how they spend money right now with every ounce of their traveling. Okay, that being said, how about when you go to restaurants and you travel and you go to a restaurant? Hey, are people spending more money? People are splitting meals. People are splitting checks. People are not buying dessert. People are not buying appetizers. People don't want soup with their meals. I mean, the stuff I ask everybody, it's happening right before our eyes. So, I don't care what side you're on, okay? And I want to make that really crystal clear. We've been let down, guys. This is a joke right now that we're being told that things are okay the way they are. The Fed is going to destroy everything. The Fed is lying about, tapering their purchases. They're buying everything right now. You talk about 8.5% inflation and the Dow goes up, at 500 points, and we're supposed to celebrate this. This is nuts, guys. It's absolutely nuts. But the Bank of America, to sit there and talk about this is a real issue. Citi Group yesterday, same thing. They talked about warnings in the marketplace. And again, you have to have a bank. Okay, we've talked about this 1,000 times. But again, make sure you have money out of the bank because there's going to be a day where these dry runs of the banks shutting down for a day, 2, 5, 10, like we've seen in Florida, you're going to see this get worse and worse and worse for all of us. So you have to look at this and please make sure you have cash out of the account. We had over a dozen people the last time that this happened when the Canadian situation happened and it affected people here in the States. I had over a dozen people write me and tell me how grateful they were that they followed the advice and stuck some cash in the house. One person was traveling and said we would have ruined our vacation if we would not have had this money put aside because we couldn't get to my ATM card or my wife's ATM card. That's simple, guys. So, you have to take this seriously. You have to look at these bank warnings, but people are borrowing to the hilt to get by. We just got notified that in the UK, think about this, there's $1.3 billion of unpaid energy costs in the UK. Why is this relevant to us in the States? Because I can't get that figure here in the States. How many people are not paying their electric bill, their gas bill right now? Okay? Because I guarantee it's much higher than the $1.3 billion. And what they're concerned about in the UK is it's not winter yet. And by the time winter rolls around, you're going to have people make the decision to either pay energy costs or eat, okay? And that is horrific. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys, because, do you take these warnings seriously? I do. I live and die by them, guys. I think that it's just one more warning after another, because one day the administration tells us everything's fine, okay? Both sides, guys. See, it's tapering. Inflation's done. And then it's not, okay? So share your thoughts on all this stuff. Let's talk about our sponsor, Private Internet Access, VPN. A VPN is a virtual private network that makes it so that you're completely anonymous when you are online, searching the internet, logging into your bank, logging into your pension, logging into your brokerage account. You're completely anonymous. Now, when I was asked, hey, what's the best purchase you made over the course of the last year for an interview? It was this. It was the virtual private network VPN. You guys, this thing is amazing. I am in stealth mode when I am out and I am using this thing. There's nothing like it. Think about this. I'm traveling right now and I'm going from hotel to hotel using hotel Wi-Fi. That used to freak me out. Not anymore, because I'm anonymous right now. I can have a private network, virtual private network, for pennies a day. I want to show you guys. This is how simple it is. All you do is press one button, okay? Open it up and press the second button. And guess what, guys? I'm online and I'm completely anonymous. And I don't have to worry about the hotel Wi-Fi. I don't have to worry about anybody seeing anything that I'm doing, anything that I'm researching. And here's a couple things. A friend of mine was excited about a TV show that's ending. Oh, I can't wait. I'm 3 hours and 15 minutes we get to see it. Well, why don't I just turn on the VPN and we'll be in, Florida, and you can watch it 3 hours earlier. And he freaked out, and he got to do that. And I also showed him that for pennies a day, 82% off with the iAllegedly discount, that you guys are completely anonymous. You can do this. He can see sporting events early. He can go online and not worry about his brokerage account being hacked, banks, anything. Again, guys, 10 devices, your computer, your tablet, your iPad, your cell phone, whatever you use is completely anonymous. Use the iAllegedly discount code, save up to 82%. Again, I mean this, it's the single best thing I purchased in the last year, and I love that they're a sponsor to the channel, but you should get one of these and use the discount and save 82%, guys, for Private Internet Access VPN. Again, our economy does not have recessionary tones to it. It has depressionary tones to it. Because when you look at everything, people are not spending money and don't have the money to complete normal transactions, okay? The Fed president in Minneapolis is a man named Neel Kashkari, who ran for governor here in California and has been the biggest proponent against raising interest rates. And look it up. I think it was like 3 weeks ago, this guy said, I should hold off on this, and la, 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 la. Well, now Mr. Kashkari has changed his tune, and he's come to the forefront. And he said that between now and the end of the year, the prime lending rate needs to be at 3.9%. Whoa, hold the phone, guys. 3.9%. That's crazy. He also said that the interest rates for next year in 2023, we need to get them up to 4.3%, at least. So, okay, again, guys, it doesn't scream a good economy. It just does not scream that. So you can kid yourself, you can talk about inflation getting curtailed and everything like that. This is ridiculous. This is the calm before the storm, especially when it comes to energy costs right now, because you're going to see this destroy businesses and destroy households. And what I mean by destroying businesses, if you deliver anything, okay, you're going to be dramatically affected by gasoline prices. well, Dan, if you get an electric car, it's free. It's not free, okay? And it's insane to think about this. And I love the police cars that can't track criminals because they don't have the energy for it. I love the post office that can't deliver successful runs because they can't make it through an entire run without having to recharge. Ridiculous, okay? Rents, and the moratoriums, other than the city of Los Angeles, I don't know of any other place that's got the moratorium. So the evictions are happening like they're going out of style right now. So you're seeing people get kicked out of their houses, but the worrisome thing about this is that when you read the story that's below from Yahoo Finance, so many people are 2 months behind in their rent because they're not getting the hours. They're not making the money that they made previously, and they're getting less hours, they're getting half shifts, they're getting things that make it so that they cannot squeeze out, you know, a real life and pay their bills and get through this. The foreclosures and the problem with commercial real estate is only going to get compounded. As I walk through this resort town, now I'm at the Mission right now, so this doesn't count because there's nobody here, but as I walk through this resort town and you see so many places closed, and as I talk to all the merchants, why do you close so early? Why are you closing at 5 o'clock? Because there's nobody buying anything at night right now, okay? Well, it's summertime. This is normally the busiest time of the year, and it's not right now. That's what they're experiencing here. Now, there are better cities. You can talk about Paris, you can talk about New York City, you can talk about Hawaii and all that stuff that I'm gonna get people send me, notes on. But again, guys, this is a tourist place that people travel and drive hundreds of miles to come hang out at, and it's suffering right now. And then you look at big companies like Microsoft. Microsoft issued a travel warning to all their employees. Oh, wow, that sounds serious. What's the warning? Don't travel, we can't afford it. How about that? That's Microsoft, guys. Okay? This isn't Circle K. This isn't, the 7-Eleven. This is Microsoft saying that they don't want the extra expenses. Office supplies, everything like that has to be scrutinized right now. This is serious, guys. This is it. So you guys can talk about this stuff as not being a big deal, and everything's going to be worked out. It's not. Mortgages are going to go through the roof. Rocket Mortgage just talked about how they're getting out of the wholesale business right now, and they've lost all this money, $223 million, and they're getting out of the wholesale business, and they're going to look at doing HELOCs and second mortgages now because they don't see this as something that they can do to survive right now. Okay? So, very serious, guys, and I just think that you get an inflation report and people sit there and tell me, oh, Dan, this is great. Everything's going to be fine. There's nothing to worry about. Okay, maybe you're right. I don't believe that to save my life. I don't believe it with all the businesses I see and everybody I talk to that's having problems. And in one aspect of their business, they're not getting paid. Either people are not coming in shopping more, either they're having trouble with vendors, either they're having trouble collecting money somehow. Okay? So, and again, all these places are all cutting back. The hotel, hey, had an agreement that I'm staying at, I'm not going to say the name of it, that they were going to clean the room and change the linens and all that stuff every day. And we don't do that. Well, yeah, you do. For us, you do. That's what you agreed to. Oh, yeah, you're that guy. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll do it. Okay, so they're going to do it. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. But we also did something fun today, and that was we went to the ostrich farm, which I thought, okay, this is kind of ridiculous, but take a look at this, because it was pretty cool, okay, to go out here. And very innovative and very ingenious. And I really enjoyed talking to these people out here at the ostrich farm, but take a look at this. So just a cool experience. They have an ostrich farm out here called Ostrich Land, and you get to feed the ostriches. So absolutely cool. Awesome experience. They've got ostriches, and they've got these metal bowls that you feed them in, and they've got emus out here. But there's an absolute ton of them out here. It's just really cool. Very different. Hey guys. Pretty cool. I'm going down the road, guys. Okay. Oh, listen to the growl. Look at that. Look at how big this one is. Over the fence. Hello. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. Sorry for the wind, if anybody's sniveling about that. Okay, I got the windsock on. I got it, you know, mic in my pants. I mean, come on, guys. Don't twist. Okay? Isn't that funny? They probably never have to feed these things. They probably never bought food ever to feed the ostriches because we pay for it. So it's a pretty cool business when you think about it. Just a big open desert. Ostrich land. This guy's huge. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Wow. Help yourself. These are the big ones too. They're just massive out here. It's really cool. Something completely different for you guys. I mean, completely different, guys. Completely different.
Yeah, you're so pretty.
Think about this. Dirt field, you have ostriches out here, you've got people paying $7 to walk in the gate, buying food trays for $1 a piece. I mean, what an amazing business. Seriously. Okay? I'm sold. That was very fun to do. The business was great. The people were fantastic. They were just gracious, and it was just a cool, different experience from being in the city and then going to see something like that. It was fun. I like with the experts, people that we've heard before, like Jeremy Grantham, when he steps forward, he says, listen, I'm sick and tired of all the shenanigans. I'm sick and tired of what the Fed's doing. I'm tired of stocks like Tesla being so overpriced. We need to get back to reality. And I think it's great because the guy, first of all, slammed Bitcoin and said Bitcoin's an absolute joke, and that he says it's absolutely silly as far as that anybody would think that it's got intrinsic value. Now again, people write me today and they're like, Dan, you don't understand. Bitcoin's never going to go to zero. It could drop below a penny and it could be worth, 1/1000th of one, cent. Well, the only problem is there's only 2 million Bitcoin or something out there that are mined, or whatever the magic number is. So that kind of destroys that. The other thing is, when you hear these experts talk about this stuff, do you listen to this stuff? Because I do. I like this guy. GMO is a huge hedge fund, and this guy's an absolute real player. Again, some of these places close up early. They have a street fair tonight, which is kind of cool. But people that love remote working are the remote workers. That's when they took this survey, and it's below. Who likes to work remote? It's the people that are not the owners of the businesses. The owners of the businesses hate it right now because they don't see the efficiency. They don't see people showing up. And again, people like the freedom. I know people that are sales reps. They love being sales reps because they can go get their nails done during the day and they don't have to answer to anybody. I always like places like this wine tasting area that it's just closed, so we're going to borrow a chair for a second. But when you look at retail and the future of retail, what's going to happen with all these businesses out there when people are not shopping? And again, here you're in a tourist town and this place folds up shop super early. I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't. But Whole Foods right now, Whole Foods is implementing with 60 stores a way for you to pay using your palm of your hand. So you're going to read the palm of your hand. You're going to be able to pay for purchases at Whole Foods. Would you do that? I don't know if I would do that. Okay. Why don't you scan my retina too? There we have it. All the touristy stuff. Fun and I don't know why it's nice to see places like this even open right now. I love stuff like this, like for the holidays and stuff. I don't know why. I'm just a sucker for Christmas, and I love Christmas time. So, there's that. Now, the other big announcement as far as automation was Kohl's. Kohl's is going to have it so that you can place an order online. You will have your order ready in 2 hours, and basically you'll have a locker, you'll have a pickup, you'll be sent an email, and with that you'll be able to go to Kohl's and they will tell you, hey, your item's ready for pickup. And again, every time I shop at Kohl's, I have to try stuff on because you get the same size shirt that doesn't fit. So I'm curious about that. I don't know if it's going to be for the electronics, if it's going to work for clothes. I got to try shoes on, other than socks and underwear. I mean, you guys, don't you try everything on before you buy clothes? I do. So and every time I think of Kohl's, I think of them with their Levi's and with their shirts and things like that. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. Let me know what you think about all this. So do you think that's a good thing? I don't know, it's going to be very interesting. I'm going to finish this video with these last few stories. And first things first, we're seeing online streamers like Hulu and Disney Plus charge more than ever, and they just announced a price increase. When will you guys drop this stuff? I think that Disney Plus is in huge trouble. It's very interesting to see what happened with HBO Max joining Discovery, and that's going to completely fall apart, and you're going to see all these shows get lost. So it'll be interesting to see if people are going to continue to pay for this. And again, people are broke, so they're getting rid of things like this. So the final story was something that I got an absolute kick out of. There was a guy that laid off a bunch of employees and posted a picture of himself on LinkedIn crying. Brian Wallach of Hypersocial. And I made the toughest decision of my life and I had to do this. So what Mr. Wallach did was made it about himself on LinkedIn, and he's getting absolutely roasted. And he also got roasted by yours truly because I asked him if he wanted a participation trophy for running his business. And, just a sweet girl, okay? And, just a fool. So, oh, by the way, if we're not connected on LinkedIn, guys, connect with me on LinkedIn. I'll make sure the link is below so you can do just that. But this guy just got lit up for this. But there's a crying picture of him after he laid off these poor people. And so much so that it went to Reddit. And when I say Reddit, I always think of kids when I'm on Reddit, kids in their 20s that just lit this guy up. So we're going to see much more of this, guys. I had people write me about farming and how bleak farming is right now, driving across the country, and how they used to see cornfields that would be 6 feet tall, and they are inches right now. We're seeing people that are in their 50s that have been laid off lately that have to look for a job for the first time in 25 years. Sad stuff, but this is, the third inning of this thing, guys. This is just getting started. So please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're one big team. Don't forget that. Take a look at our sponsor, Private Internet Access. Again, I think it's the greatest company ever. And again, on this trip, I'm using it all the time, okay, to protect myself, and you should too, for pennies a day. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon, and let me know, guys, what else I should be seeing out here while I'm here, and I will see you guys very soon.